So the news is coming in everywhere that David Moyes will soon be sacked as Man United manager. A lot of people saying it could happen today. At the time of recording, it hasn't happened yet, but I personally think it will happen at the end of the season. But I would be pleasantly surprised if it happens before. I've got no sympathy for David Moyes. I always said from the beginning, even the day David Moyes was appointed, I said to everybody, all the people who knew me, I said to them, look, we will not get top four, we won't win, and he will be clueless. And people always give me abuse saying, I don't know nothing. Well, I've been proved right, you know, and it's not that I'm happy about that, because I wanted Man United to do well this season and they haven't. And that's because of David Moyes. Clueless tactics, 2 transfer windows, didn't fix the squad, and the Glazers have figured it out. Hang on, we've given this guy £65 million this season, and we're still worse than the previous season, and we're carrying on losing. So why should we give him £200 million? And hopefully that's why they've now acted, and hopefully now they'll sack him. And you know what? I'm not trying to be spiteful here, but I would prefer for David Moyes' sacking to be announced on the day Liverpool win the Premier League title, because that would take all the glory away from their first moment in 25 years, because Man United is a bigger club and it will be about Man United sacking David Moyes. The back pages won't be about Steven Gerrard lifting the Premier League title. But anyway, you know, maybe that's being a bit spiteful, but that's just my opinion. But you know, David Moyes was never good enough to be Man United manager. They called the movie The Wolf of Wall Street. David Moyes was the Wolf of Old Trafford. He sweet-talked Fergie, right, into getting the United job when he was never qualified and never good enough to be a manager of a top club. In the last 4 or 5 years, right, Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool, Tottenham, Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Paris Saint-Germain, they all changed their managers. If David Moyes was so good, why didn't any of those clubs approach David Moyes as their manager? Now ask yourself, because he was coming to the end of his contract at Everton, compensation would have been minimal, so why didn't those clubs approach David Moyes to be a manager of their club? And I'll tell you why, because he's not good enough. So if he's not good enough for them, why was he good enough for Man United? All the top managers, Fergie, Abramovich tried to get him at Chelsea, Mourinho, Pep Guardiola, Carlo Ancelotti, Laurent Blanc, they're good managers, in demand, clubs want them. No one wanted Moyes, even the United fans didn't want Moyes, the true fans, right? He was just picked by Fergie and he was just a cancer at Man United, and all season he's been eating away, destroying Man United, bringing us from first in the table all the way down to 7th. And finally, hopefully, the Glazers have acted and they're removing the cancer from Man United, so Man United can breathe again and the giant can be awoken that has been sleeping all season. David Moyes killing it. But don't worry, David Moyes, I'm sure the Dogs Trust will find David Moyes a new home.